Hey guys, welcome back to Coin Knowledge. So today we're just going to take an overall look at the markets recently, since Bitcoin has kind of been going a little bit berserk at the time of this recording. And I'll kind of give you guys my opinion on where I think Bitcoin's going, and we'll also look at a couple of we'll look at the main crypto sector that I'm looking at, and one that I think might have, in my honest opinion, none of this is financial advice, but might have some of the most explosive gains for the future and for the next bull run, and really a sector that could have its own individual bull run, in my opinion, again. And within that sector, we'll look at a couple of low caps, some projects that are under that 100K or 100 million market cap, and even some micro caps, and one that's real micro cap that I'm really have my eyes on. And you'll notice that some of these we've talked about on the channel, but it's because I have such high conviction. But right now, if we look at the market, we'll look at the top 10 coins here. We're looking at Bitcoin. We're looking at the 7 days right now. Everything just went kind of crazy a little bit. Obviously we had Bitcoin kind of go up, 19%, Ethereum 13%, BNB, XRP, Solana, even Cardano, Dogecoin, Tron, Toncoin. It's crazy. And when we look even further than that, even ones we've talked about in the past, like Avalanche, Polkadot, Polygon, the big three, that I think is also getting quite a bit of love right now. If we look at Bitcoin, look at the current price right now, it's sitting at about hovering around 33, 34K. And we can look at the 7 day chart. 7 days ago we were under 30K, and then we're kind of encroaching 30K, 31K, and then boom, we shot right up over 35K. And it's kind of been there for a couple days now, or about a day or so right now. And just a lot of positive news going on with Bitcoin. But obviously there's the talks of the Bitcoin ETF being approved, and that's a topic for another video. And I think that I think Bitcoin sees 40K before we see 20K. I mean, that's where I'm at, honestly. And I think that with the Bitcoin having coming up in the near future, relative near future, I think that it's totally possible for us to see a bull cycle, about 6 months prior to that. That's my opinion. But looking into it, with that opinion in mind, what sector am I looking at heavily for those kind of explosive gains and setting myself up, for that next bull cycle, if we're, can expect one? First project I'm looking at is Vulcan Forge. And before we even really go into all these projects necessarily, I want to look at the whole sector of crypto gaming. So obviously that's the sector that I really look at heavily, is crypto gaming. Right now we're looking at the whole sector, gaming sector, doesn't even have 10 billion yet. I mean, that's less than Doge, that's less than Shiba Inu. I mean, not even 10 billion for a whole sector that I really think this sector alone, whether who cares what happens to Bitcoin, Ethereum, the rest of crypto, I think that crypto gaming could have its own individual, mini crypto gaming bull run by itself, just with the institutions that are coming in, the money that's coming in, the adoption that's coming in. We've talked about so much of this on this channel. If you're not aware, see the updates, do your own research, see what kind of interest is happening with crypto gaming, with traditional gaming being one of the biggest markets out there. But anyway, that's my opinion. Crypto gaming, that's what we're going to be taking a look at into today. Again, starting with that Vulcan Forge, and you'll see a theme here across some of these projects. I like to bet in infrastructure, studios, platforms, streaming platforms, not so much individual games, although that time will come. And that's a whole other video to be made in the future. What individual small games are we looking at? Ones that maybe haven't pumped yet. And even though, again, on the 7 day mark, we can see that most of these projects have had, a little bit of a mini run. Granted, yes, some of them are having that healthy pullback that can be expected whenever we see this kind of pump up in the markets. Again, I still think long term, these projects have a lot of potential, in my opinion. So if you look at Vulcan Forge, such a huge gaming studio and just really a whole platform, that an ecosystem they have built up within the bear market. Obviously, they, are a game launcher. They have their own games that they're developing, that they're going to be launching. They have their Elysium blockchain, their gaming blockchain, their Vulcan nodes. They have their NFT platform, Metascapes as a service, where they can actually sell metaverses and make metaverses for different companies. So, we have, Vulcan Forge, sitting, again, around that 90 to 95 million market cap. So not quite at the over that 100,000 or 100 million. Look at their all chart. They were sitting around $40, and then they had a hack happen, last bull cycle. But again, the project has really built since then, so I love to see that. Ultra is my, another one I'm looking at here. Another gaming distribution platform. We've talked about Ultra here with all the games, over 150 games coming to their platform launching, and just the power behind Ultra Games. One, their game launcher. Two, the ability for game devs to be making hand. One that I really like is making hand on every sale of the game. The initial sale, the used market, which is something I haven't seen a game distribution platform really do. It was something I really do respect and really like about Ultra. Look at their all-time highs, 2.3. And again, this isn't saying that all these projects are going to get to their all-time highs, because obviously, different stats have changed since then. How much of the supply is out, stuff like that. So, but I'm just saying the potential here for all these projects is there, especially when we look at projects that were around last bull cycle. These ones specifically, I feel, have built so much in this bear market. But Ultra is another one I'm looking at. Cetify Fund, obviously, right now in a bear market, even though we're having that little bit of bull momentum, launch pads are not something that's on everyone's radar. But whenever we come into that next gaming or just bull cycle, launch pads are the tokens that everyone is going to want to get their hands, on to get into those gaming IDOs. So launch pads, you can expect Cetify Fund to be one of those that really pops off, as I would say that, I believe it is like the biggest gaming launch pad in the space currently, especially when, last bull run, they were, at around $16. If we look at a marketplace around, 350 million. So, I think that's, huge personally. I think that's huge. And again, they're only sitting, not even 50 million market cap, which I think is crazy for what's going on over at Cetify. Altura, probably one of, if not very close to my favorite, low cap picks, in all of crypto gaming. Altura, very hard to beat, what they have been building, and, what they offer with their smart NFT technology, everything that they have going on. And again, another one that has, seen a healthy price action, and one that, they're way undervalued in my opinion. Again, not even at a $30 million market cap. With their smart NFT technology, with games. If you have an NFT in a game and you level up, you want to be able to resell it with those same stats. Altura is there, and they're on the Unity developer marketplace. We made a video on it when that happened. They have their SDK platform for developers to implement smart NFTs into their games. So huge there too. All right, the lowest one we're looking at today is Myria. Again, we've talked about Myria quite a bit. Even before that they launched their token, they're sitting at about that, $10 to $15 million market cap, and they've seen a lot of, price action. Something as low as Myria doesn't take a lot of liquidity to really make that price go, up. So one to be careful about, but another gaming ecosystem, a lot of games that they have going on, their Myriad nodes and everything else. And again, one that we've talked about, but one that I'm still looking at is Myriad. Again, these are just a little handful of projects within the gaming ecosystem and gaming sector that I'm looking at currently. And again, you'll notice a lot of these we've talked about. The conviction is still there, and we can go through, most of these, and it's a lot of these have such potential, in my opinion. One we didn't talk about today, but one I really do like is Veracity, one that we will probably cover here in the near future. But either way, guys, let me know, what are you really looking at in crypto right now? Is crypto gaming on your radar? Is it not? What do you think about crypto gaming? Where do you see the future of it going? What do you think Bitcoin's even going to do in the near future? Let's talk about that in the comments below. And otherwise, I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll support you guys been doing. So if you guys can like the video, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, see you guys.